Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Silver Lantern Archives. Today we continue on with Forged by Avernus. Now, it's been a little bit since we've managed to meet up and properly had a session, and in the interim, we have decided to move past the investigation that was currently on, going with the murder solved and much interesting things having happened in the past. Now, it's been several days since the events back at the inn, and the party finds themselves waking up in another inn, knowing that today they were going to meet up with the one of the friends they made during their time at the Silent Hearth. You are going to be meeting up with Varys Drake today as he has some information that might be interesting to you and your party. So you are going to be meeting up with Lorian and his crew to look into this potential work. As of the moment, though, it is only three of the individuals that were involved in the investigation: Briar, Felidar, and Yak. Vera has decided to go off on their own adventure, but in the meantime, they have recruited a mercenary by the name of Deha. Deha, can I get a description of your character as you're coming down at the beginning of the day?
Okay. Dia she's a mercenary. She is from Zankara, which is far, far, far to the south. She left her village in Aru, way down south, to come up to the uh, city of, well, not the city of splendors, this isn't Waterdeep.
This is
She came
City
up
of
to,
Blood.
yeah, to make her name and also possibly help find a way to make money and possibly save her village back home. She has very long brown hair with golden highlights and speckles. She has she is not armored in any kind, as she is a barbarian with her unarmored defense. She wears various bits of golden jewelry with red accents, and overall just has she carries the desert with her wherever she goes.
There's always sand in her pockets.
Sand to the pocket sand. She's rather lean. She's got some muscle on her, and yeah, she totes around a great sword on her shoulder, and yeah,
And what is she doing as she comes down for the day?
uh, just stretching, trying to get her bearings. Hopefully, shake off the the feeling of being arrested the night prior,
Hair.
and attempting to just sort of get to know the new adventuring party after she was done registering, and trying to find out who her new team and employers are.
I may ask, why did Dea get arrested?
Because of what happened last game, but I know we're restarting. But basically got into a bar fight with a person, and cultural misunderstanding, didn't realize the guards around here don't take too lightly to attempted bribes, and essentially got bailed out by the guild for it, and they wrote it off as a simple misunderstanding.
Funnily enough, most of the cards are very bribable. You just got one of the ones that didn't. But Dea's the first one to come down, followed by Briar and Feldal. What are y'all doing as y'all come down?
Uh, Paladar comes down in his usual cloak and everything. He's probably just coming down to see if there's any new missions. any new missions or any ways just to earn cash after the murders. He's basically just trying to like stockpile up money.
As you know, you are going to be meeting with Drake here later today about work.
All right. Well, at least we can go with the. Oh, a new face.
Hmm.
Not necessarily new. You met them a couple days back, and they have joined your adventuring party.
It's morning. I can understand that. Oh, crap.
Welcome. I'm Faladar. We may have met before, but it's been a bit.
Yeah. You're what does Faladar look like again?
Uh, the best. He looks elven with most of his features and everything. He has pale white skin and hair. He has like these black tattoos over his face. And he also has what looked like horns, but if you look really closely, it looks like more like a crown made of wood and sticks on his coming out of his head.
Ah.
Out of character, he's a hex blood, but he basically just looks like a strange elf.
Hmm.
But he calls himself like an elf to others.
Ah. Well, don't get as many experiences with elves out in the desert. Not too many trees around there, so
Fair enough.
And what of
Yeah,
Briar?
Crowdar's going to breakfast.
Briar?
Yes. Briar. Briar's definitely not a morning person. They are more of a nighttime fae, so getting up they're definitely groggy and a little grumpy, perhaps. Just messily dressed. Their kind of like sheep's wool kind of hair is all sticking out in opposite directions, covered in who knows what, maybe paint, some sort of pastel shavings. Maybe they were doing some late night artwork or something.
There.
morning starshine.
The earth says hello.
uh, that's a good one. I'll have to borrow that one.
I learned it from my parents.
Ah, so
So, where is Varys? He's supposed to come here later today.
I'm not sure. He's probably say Ferris is a flaming fist, correct?
Yes.
All right. He's probably just waking up himself and getting all of his crew ready to go for the day.
Hmm.
Morning meetings, muster, that sort of stuff. Kind of standard procedure things. You get together in a big powwow and you tell everybody how it's going to be and try and convince everybody not to kill everybody who annoys you.
Fair enough. Uh, Briar's gonna trot over to the bar, get some food or breakfast or whatever they are serving.
It's easy enough to do, and as you are doing that, you'll hear the old Riek coming down the stairs.
Uh, looks like he's been awake for a couple of hours. Um, he comes on. I'm hungry. I need to get some food. And looks over at the bar and goes and orders meat for breakfast.
You are given a large plate of sausages.
I'm ready to get the day going.
Looks like you slept well.
Yes, I always wake up and meditate.
Usually, when I try and meditate, I fall asleep.
Ain't that the truth?
You just have to embrace the void and the darkness within, and you should be able to like hit that pretty easy.
Briar's ears are gonna like pin back to the back of their head and just nod slowly.
Uh-huh.
What? Do you all not listen to the void when you try to sleep?
No,
Nope.
Huh, I guess that's just a me thing then. He says he goes back to eating his breakfast.
The day is gonna like sort of lean over to Briar and ask, like, is that an elf thing or is that just this guy?
I think it's just this guy.
And she's gonna dig into her own breakfast and start going through it. Bacon, sausage, eggs.
Yeah, if Briar can get some fruit, they would do that.
They are able to give you some strawberries.
Ooh, yes. Getting it all over their floof.
Hmm.
The
I wonder
messy
if they have.
floof.
They're trying to be gentle with it, but their floof is stark white, so it's a little hard.
On the bright side, anybody who comes at us, well, they'll just see an extremely bloody looking sheep person. I could think of more than a few things that would have got me out of a tight space with that.
Ugh. They're trying to like wipe it off, but it's just getting worse and worse.
I'm joking. It's okay. You don't have to panic.
I am the epitome of panic. But that's fine. Everything is fine.
Don't worry, I'm the epitome of calm.
Dea, what are you the epitome of?
Oh. Um, well, right now I'm the epitome of hungry and ready to get started. But otherwise, well, you'll see if we get into a scrap.
Well, hopefully not.
Mm. Well, otherwise I could just be the person there to look incredibly intimidating.
You're very intimidating. As a compliment.
It's like, oh, okay. So, this guy, Ferris. Anybody else know anything about this guy? What could we expect?
You note it is
Oh,
Varys with an
oh,
V.
Varys, not Ferris. Okay.
Not much about him. Just that he's a part of the Flaming Fist.
So the Flaming Fist. I've heard a bit about them when I was traveling over here. They have a bit of a reputation as the guard here, but how good of a fighting force are they really?
Can we make a history check on the Flaming Fist?
Yep.
Checks out.
Prior, you're not too familiar with him. Varys seemed reasonably competent, so he was a pretty chill dude while y'all were working through the investigation, helping as he could. But you didn't really see him fight.
I mean, he looks like a competent fighter.
Well, I mean, sure, any captain worth his salt's going to be a competent fighter by himself. I'm just
No,
wondering
because he
about the
wasn't a
rest of his
captain.
crew.
He's a sergeant.
Oh, sergeant. any sergeants, worth their weight in copper when it comes to fighting. But just wondering about on the whole, like how they would mesh up against the Al-Qadir.
Hmm. I'm not sure about that one. Do we know about how long until we are to meet with Ferris?
Varish should be arriving around noon.
Okay. So we have some time.
Yes. Currently around 8 a.m.
Alright.
You also know
And
he should
also,
have the reward for the events at the inn.
alright.
What was the reward?
Gold for finishing the job.
Oh, how much did we get?
He hasn't given it to you yet.
Oh, that's what he's coming for.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm quiet. I'm just scratching down notes.
You good?
That's fine.
Hmm. Should we stock up on supplies just in case we have to leave town?
Stock up, yes, though I don't think we'll be leaving town.
Oh,
I wouldn't mind getting some herbs.
Yeah. I think I'm good for most of my supplies. I might need to get my instruments retuned.
Or maybe we should wait until Varys comes so we can get a little extra coin.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, we should probably wait to get up.
that's a good idea.
Y'all
I
also
only
know
have.
Lorian should be meeting y'all here as well shortly before Varys
And who is
arrives.
Lorian again?
Lorian was the cleric that was assisting y'all in the investigation.
Alright.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll definitely need someone with healing magic. I've got some, but not as prolific as a healer as a cleric.
I also have some healing capabilities.
Yeah.
Lorian is the
Plus, also
leader
being
of the other group y'all were working with.
yeah, damn.
But what would y'all like to do in the meantime?
Mm,
Paladar
I
will probably just go to the side and just make sure all of his instruments are tuned and in check. He always tries to make sure his magic is ready for if a fight breaks out.
And for the other three?
Can I ask? I think last time you said my familiar was already up, so I don't have to cast it. Is that
Correct.
correct? Okay. Then I will just sit at the bar and lounge.
Alrighty, for the other two?
I don't know what Briar would do. They're a little. I mean, they're definitely not preparing for a fight. They're definitely a pacifist. So I guess just lounging around, maybe taking out some art supplies and doing some of that painting.
And then for Dea, what's Dea up to?
She'll probably try and use her dice set and try and do a little bit of gambling on the side, trying to get some extra money from the other people passing through the Adventure Society who were.
Y'all aren't at the Adventure Society. Y'all are just
Oh, we're not.
in.
Oh, and then oh, okay, then that's even better. Just try and
Problem is y'all are kind of the only ones here at the moment.
Oh, we are the only ones here. Damn. All right. Then just do a bit of practice runs with the dice set, trying to say like, okay, let's see. Nope.
It's a couple long hours of y'all milling about the inn, waiting for things to go on, when y'all hear the door open. And in comes Lorian, a tall human with messy blonde hair and bright blue eyes. He is wearing what looks to be scale mail, has a sword on his hip. There is a robed, it looks a bit like a raccoon, that is messing with a vial of strange red gold liquid, and being followed by a cat y'all recognize to be Bramble. Oh, good, y'all are here. I didn't miss anything, did I?
No, just some awkward conversation.
Those are always the most fun, yeah? You always learn something new about somebody.
I suppose.
Oh, I don't think we've met. He walks up to Dea. Name's Lorian. Lorian Sunbright.
Hmm.
This is
Dea.
Kiko and Bramble. He gestures first to the raccoon-like animal on his shoulder and the cat who is sticking close to his heels.
Well, glad you arrived.
Yeah. I imagine Mr. Drake hasn't arrived yet?
No.
No, you were scheduled. No, you were gonna get here before them.
They resists the urge to pet and pick up the tiny.
Oh, Briar is considerably restraining themselves.
Well, anything happened since that job with the inn?
No, really,
Not
it's been
really.
pretty calm since then.
Astrid and Vera have been trying to get into trouble. I had to leave Celadrin with them. But that's usually how it ends up going anyway. You see
So we
him
should
kind of
hear.
scratch the back of his head.
So we should be hearing an explosion on the other side of Baldur's Gate in the near future.
Nah, I'll be fine. Celadrin's usually pretty good at keeping them contained. Most that can happen is a few drunken brawls.
Mm. Dea just sort of shifts nervously to one side and looks away. Hmm.
You see
I mean,
Lorian glances over to Yek. You doing alright, old man?
Yeah, I'm just ready to start the day.
Oh, we're already almost at noon. Day's already long started. What you been up to?
Nothing. Just waiting. Just waiting.
That's unfortunate. Didn't go out and
He
see
should
the
be.
sun?
He should be here soon.
Yeah. Fortunately, you don't have time for a good walk. Well, that's how it
As
goes.
soon as we collect our gold, I'm gonna buy me a horse.
Oh?
if you need a ride, I could always assist.
Oh, how so?
I will. I'm not going to wild shape into a horse, but uh, I'll just demonstrate my ability and a wild shape into a chipmunk. Actually, no, a wild shape into a raccoon.
Oh, I saw you do that before. You became a dog.
They'll nod. It's
You,
a
you,
white, floofy raccoon.
You were being watched suspiciously by Kikio.
Just wave with a little tiny grabby raccoon hand, and then I'll revert. I could be something bigger, but I'm a little restrained right now.
Do note, Yek, horses would not be allowed in the city. It'd be good for traveling outside, but Baldur's Gate itself is a little tight.
Oh, I'm sorry. My character would have known, but I
Yeah,
didn't.
that's why I'm giving you a heads up now. Donkeys and whatnot would be stabled outside of the city walls.
Okay.
But you see Lorian gets a drink of apple juice for both him and Kikyo, and some water for Bramble. And he sits down at the table to join y'all for waiting. Is there anything y'all would like to do with this sunshine man?
Briar would look up from they're probably like drawing with like some pastels or something, so that it's getting all over their fur. And like looks up, just a cotton ball of rainbow colors. Um, where did you find Kikyo?
Oh, they've been adventuring with us for a while. We'd be in a lot more dire straits without him. The number of
And
situation they've pulled there and Astrid out of is quite a lot.
Kikyo is like an actual raccoon, or like are they like humanoid?
They're humanoid-ish, but also raccoon-ish, but raccoon doesn't seem quite right. If you look in the Discord, you will see their art.
Okay.
As they have a little
They just,
bag over their shoulder, their bipedal standing upright with a hood pulled up over their ears, which poke out of their hood anyway.
okay. I was under the impression that Kikyo was a actual raccoon.
No. They've also got little shoes.
Okay. They just don't talk.
They have not said anything as of yet.
Okay.
But you see they are sitting on the chair next to the table. Lorian had to get them a booster to help get them up.
Oh,
You see it a lot of the times with halflings where they're in store. Either them or the gnomes, same thing. They're about that same size.
okay.
About 3 feet tall.
Good to know.
Actually, Kiki is probably closer to 2.5. She's a bit small.
Okay.
But is there anything I would like to do with Lorian, Kikyo, and Bramble?
Definitely would give Bramble some scritches.
Bramble purrs happily. Until you try to come at him with those, the hand that's coated in paints and it baps at him. Bap, bap,
Oh,
bap. No claws, but bap.
oh, I get the baps. I'm sorry. I should have washed my hands. Probably start putting their paint supplies and pastels away at this point.
There. You see Kikyo push over a small vial towards you, Briar.
What's this?
It's a cleaning agent. Just dump it over your head.
Oh, thank you. I'll uncork it and do as Lorian said.
It flows over you, shimmering bright and then going several different colors before all the pastels suddenly vanish from your fur and you feel cleaner than if you had a 3-hour long shower.
Do you happen to have more of those?
And they make it from time to time. Most of it gets used on Astrid, though.
Fair enough.
It's the best for getting gore out.
I prefer to use it for other means.
Astrid has a habit of running at things and sticking her spear into it when it's trying to lay on her.
Understandable.
Works
That stuff
wondering for
doesn't.
stopping them from running away, but does tend to get a little messy.
Well, some people use magic, some people use spears.
I think I heard Dea.
Yeah, she was gonna ask like that stuff doesn't wash off makeup, right?
Yeah, knocks it all off.
Okay, good to know. She like takes out her own makeup box and just like closely checking to make sure that none of it came off. Like, okay, I'm good.
But it is a little while later. You'll hear the door open once again, and the familiar dark-haired, mustachioed man, Varys Drake, walks in. Well, it's good I found y'all here. Everybody made it?
Vera departed from us, but other than that,
Yeah, I heard some rumors about her getting in a tussle over by the docks. Seems you adventurers never calm down too terribly much.
unfortunately not.
What about the rest of your crew, Lorian? Too much trouble. Jobs tend to go better when it's just me and Kikyo here for the information bit. It's fair, I suppose. But a fair few of adventurers who can never sit down and shut up. He shakes his head with a smile, as if remembering fond memories. But I think what you're going to be more interested in is this. He sets a sack of gold down in front of the party and throws a second to Lorian. Your cut of the reward.
The cat is happy.
Yep.
And do you have another job for us?
Well, I don't, but I know somebody who's looking for people like you. I'd be willing to vouch for you on this one.
What was that?
The captain's looking for good people to get things done. Since the city locked down last night, well, things have been a little messy and we're running out of manpower to help keep control of things.
Above table, this is the captain of the guard.
A Flaming Fist is probably who he's talking about.
Captain of the Flaming Fist. Okay.
You could always ask him about it, though, if you want.
Um, the captain of what?
The Fist.
Oh, makes sense. Your boss.
Yeah, you won't see much of the guard down here. They're all still holding up in the upper parts of the city. But
When can we meet?
go ahead.
When can we meet with your captain?
Well, as soon as you can find him. If you want to set out now, it shouldn't be too hard. He's probably either over at Basilisk Gate or at the station in that area.
The city's locked down.
Yeah. Been a lot of weird rumors flying around. Sudden influx of refugees, too. Not entirely sure what's going on. But rumor is something happened to one of the nearby cities. El Terrell.
El Terrell. Say, would they have known anything about that city as she was sailing to Faerun? Would she have heard anything?
Roll me a history check.
This would be.
You know, it's generally a pretty big trading city. Not as big as something like Waters Deep, but it is known for agriculture. It is known for the Order of the Companion. It is also well known for their mounted knights, known as the Hell Riders. And then it is also known for the heck was it called? The companion itself, a never setting sun that is always burning above the city. It said that creatures of darkness couldn't even bear to look at the city.
Hmm. I've heard some stuff about it. You said something's happened to it?
What the rumors say. Don't know how much it's true or not.
What happened to it?
Not sure. A lot of refugees flowing in. The captain locked down the city. No one gets in or out. A lot of people aren't happy about it, but he said the order came from on high.
Probably some person attacked and all the rich folks are getting all up and pantsy about it.
Yeah, that wouldn't explain the number of refugees we're seeing coming from the city.
Hmm.
There's a lot of them outside the gate. Not entirely sure what's going on there.
Well, I suppose we could try and find answers from the boss. What do the rest of you guys think?
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, let's get moving.
Baldur just nods in agreement.
Well, tell the captain I sent you, and it should be all right. He knows the group's coming. Will you all be going as a complete unit?
Yep, I'd say so. Strength in numbers.
Hmm.
I wish you the best of luck. Hopefully this all breezes over and it's an easy job, right? Easy pay.
Easy pay. That word always seems to come back and bite you in the ass. And wolfs down the rest of her breakfast, like tips the plate full over, and just crunches the rest of it.
Each party member, as y'all are heading out, has made 50 gold pieces.
Yippee! Ooh, a nice even number of gold. I love it.
I'm at 99.
I'm at 88.
So what would y'all like to do now that you have talked to Varys and you have the gold? You also still have Lorian with you, as well as Kikyo and Brent.
Where
He
did
does need to retrieve his party members at some point, though.
where did he say the captain was?
Basilisk Gate.
I guess we go to Basilisk Gate.
Yep, that's where
It's
we're headed.
either at Basilisk Gate or he could be at the station in that area.
See, as we step out into the streets, what is the feeling of the city like on this morning? Is there a lot of people about? Is it busy or?
Roll me insight. You notice that people are moving a little bit quicker, keeping heads down, hands near weapons. Also, you're seeing a lot more armed individuals, a lot more daggers, swords, things of that nature. It's all very different than the city was when you went to sleep last
Crowds are rather well armed for just average passerbys.
I wonder what made the sudden change.
night. Probably has to do with whatever's going on at the gate. You hear from Lorian in the back.
Hopefully it's not too concerning.
Well, if it's enough to lock down a city, it's probably pretty concerning either way. Y'all gonna go shopping before we go meet up with the captain? I can go grab my crew and meet you there in about an hour.
I would like to, above table, I would like to pick up a healer's kit if possible.
Yep, easy enough to do. But you all
How
have
much
to
gold
go.
is that?
5 gold, I think. Let me check. It is 5 gold. I was right.
Alright, I'll pick up 2 of them.
But you will have to detour to the market district to get it.
Are we okay with doing that?
Say, I'll go with
Yeah.
you.
Definitely.
Say, I'll need to buy a grappling hook while I'm at it too.
I think that's 2 gold. It is 2 gold.
Right.
When y'all are heading off towards the market district, y'all see Lorian and Kikyo head off in another direction in an effort to recover their missing companions.
He attaches the grappling hook to the rope and sort of gives it a nice spin. You never know what you're gonna need a good grappling hook for. Oh, what you need a stupid rope for?
I assume we finish our shopping and then go to the Basilisk Gate.
Well, it depends on if y'all need to do any other shopping. I've heard
No,
from
I
two
mean,
people.
yeah, I'm gonna bypass the horse. Now knowing that it's not allowed inside the city.
Yeah.
Baldur doesn't really have anything he needs yet.
Second question is where y'all actually want to go to look for the captain.
Is the gate that um he's supposed to be at the same gate that is the city's locked down?
Well, there are many gates within the city, but the Basilisk Gate is one of the exits through the wall on the city. I think it's one of 5.
Yeah, I want to go there.
Okay.
All right.
Let's make our way.
We mark
Suppose
our
we
way.
should also follow the crowds too, because it seems like a lot of them are heading down that way.
As y'all get a move on, there's a good bit of walking to do to get from where y'all are all the way over to Basilisk Gate. And you notice as you're moving closer and closer to the gate itself, you notice you're seeing a lot more people in this area. It doesn't take long before the entirety of the streets are taken up, and you're finding it hard to make through, as it seems there is some kind of gathering in the area around Basilisk Gate specifically, as there are hundreds upon hundreds of people crammed in together in front of the gate, in which even at this distance you can see the door is closed.
Are there
Need
any
some.
Are there any buildings around us?
Yep, there are several as you are on a main street. There is a large plaza in front of the gate itself, but y'all aren't even in the plaza yet. Y'all are along the main road in front of it.
Right. Do the buildings look scalable?
That depends on what you mean by scalable.
Like doing parkour up the side, like grabbing stones and windowsills and trying to make the way up.
Somewhat doable. It wouldn't be the easiest thing, but wouldn't be impossible.
See if I can't get like a vantage point to overlook the crowd.
I will need an athletics check.
Ugh.
As you start trying to climb up, but you can't really get any good holds, and you end up falling back down. Take 2 points of falling damage.
Are you okay?
Yep, I just got this damn grappling hook and I'm not even using it. Ugh.
Do
Okay.
you, do you need a little patch up?
No. That's I'm fine. It's not that bad. I'm kind of kind of hardy. But damn it, can't get past this crowd trying to look for this guy. If we are gonna find him, we ain't gonna find him in here.
Well, I want to see what everybody's looking at over here.
So what will you do?
Push my way through.
Are you just going to start shoving people over, trying to just nudge people out? How are you going about it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of nudge people out of the way as I make my way to the front of the. Kind of like a mosh pit. Just gonna move my way through.
Are you staying with the party or leaving them behind?
Oh, I was assuming we were all going.
Yeah, I'll try to stay close to Yak.
Oh, damn it.
You'll start
Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me.
carefully make your way up through the crowd, moving through the street as best as you can, and you're starting to get a feeling from the yelling that's coming from the front, as there seems to be a mass of people that seems to be arguing with something. There's a lot of noise and a lot of chanting. But even with the way you're going, you can only get into the clearing before the gate. You can't get all the way up to the front. You're still maybe 200 feet away, as it's getting so packed. You're at the point where you can't really push forward anymore. At least not gently, anyway. But you can also tell that the people up here are angry about something.
I just asked a random person next to me, "What's going on up there?"
Fuckers close the gate. Not letting anybody out. Not even the merchants. We're all stuck in here now. Nobody's getting, just because those damnable refugees coming in trying to invade the fucking city. Now that whatever the fuck thing they be running from's gone on. Fucking waste of time. We should just run the fuckers over and get moving.
Did they say what they were running from?
Like I would know, they locked the fucking gates. I haven't been out to ask them, and I fucking wouldn't even if I could. They're L2L trash.
Oh, that's a little harsh.
Yeah? You think? I don't. Fucking bastards. Stealing up all the good jobs just 'cause they think they have their fancy son. Nah. Fucking things should fall on their damn heads. Burn them all to the hells.
Briar's gonna noticeably step back, probably behind Yak, since he's probably bigger than Briar is.
Say, how big is Briar?
Briar is a little under 5 foot.
Yeah, Yek is
Kind of
6.
thinking about putting Briar on. He's gonna look to Briar like, hey, if I put you on my shoulders, you think you could be able to spot our guy?
Maybe.
All right, let's see if I can't get it. Alley oop. Gonna try and lift up Briar on Dia's shoulders to give her a better vantage point above the crowd.
Can I make a perception check, see if I see anything?
You may.
Dirty 20.
Briar, as you're looking around, you really see the issue at the front as the tensions are bad back here, but up there it is even worse. People are aggressively pressing up against what you can tell even at a distance to be members of the Flaming Fist. There seems to be a contingent of them right in front of the gate. There seems to be a single member standing out among the rest who seems to be trying to call order. Even at this distance, you can get a couple details. Looks to be an older man dressed mostly in dark colors. You can see the fist of the Flaming Fist, a badge pinned to his jacket, and he is wearing an eye patch and has an extensive amount of scarring over his forehead and right cheek.
I
You
think
can't
I
quite
see him.
hear him over the yelling.
I think I see him. He's trying to do some crowd control.
Hmm.
It's not working out very well.
You see any paths we might be able to take around this place, these people?
Did I see any paths, possibly? Any alleyways?
Not really. You're in an open. It's not a pavilion. What is the
Courtyard?
plaza? It's a plaza. It's an open plaza in front of the gate, which has enough room for like military movements to fortify this position. But right now, it's angry civilians,
No. No way.
and they're pressing up, like the straight up. Have you seen images of protesters coming up against riot shields?
Oh, yeah.
That's the kind of mass you're looking up at the front.
I mean, I could get myself up there, but I don't know what I'll do when I get there.
We don't want to send any. We don't want to get lost in this crowd.
We just need to disperse the crowd, right?
Yak, you're a magic man, right?
Yes.
Something like that.
Do you like put people to sleep or something, or like?
Not
Let me
this.
see.
Oh, are you talking to me?
Yeah, it's just talking about Yak.
I don't know. I don't have that spell.
Do note,
And I don't.
For our dearest Feldar. Feldar, you're pretty sure you can put some people to sleep, but with how tightly packed, you're not even sure they'd fall over.
Yeah. Plus, unfortunately, I just realized I don't have the sleep spell on me right now.
Oh, well, that would stop you too.
My
I
other
think-
choice, the two spells I have ready for the situation are Silence and Shatter.
Yes, let's cast Shatter on the crowd.
No.
Oh god.
Above the crowd, above the crowd.
I think they just elbow your way through, and I'll follow behind.
All right.
I can
Okay,
make you
try-
very big.
Put Briar down as gently as she possibly can in the crowd without getting her smushed and ran over. All right. Form a train. I'll try and see if I can't muscle my way through.
I would suggest maybe waiting until this all blows over, but could be hours.
Briar, you
Yeah.
also notice you've seen the front. They are volatile right now.
They might need our help.
They are very volatile. They're on hair trigger. The Hellfist looks like, or the Hellfist, the fucking Flaming Fist, look like they have it handled for the moment. but if there's enough of a spark, it could very easily go into a full-blown riot very fast.
I will also relay that.
Yeah, let's get up there. When this turns violent, we'll need to be ready to assist the guard.
Mm. Okay.
All right.
How are you
I'll
going
just-
about getting people out of the way?
Just sort of like trying to like clap them on the shoulder and like power way through
So you're
forward.
just shoving people? Picking them up, throwing them out the way? What are we doing? Because that's how
Not
tightly
picking-
packed you're looking at.
Ah, crap. Okay,
You
so
are
you
in a
can't actually.
dense pack. If you, it's not the, oh, there's some people, I can just go, hey, move out the way. You'd have to grab it, move it, shove them into other people, and shove through to move them out of the way to actually clear a path.
Mm.
Then again, you can always use magic, draw weapons, try to talk out. Talk your way wouldn't work because nobody's gonna fucking hear you.
Can we get to the point where I would be able to misty step through the crowd over to at least past the shields?
Oh no, you're 200 feet away.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, my shatter plan's going to work. I'm going to wait to see my shatter plan until when I'm after near the guards. That's either going to shut people up or start the riot, and then we have to finish it.
Or scream out, crowd surf! And try and crowd surf to the front.
I'll watch your attempt, but I'm not helping.
I don't even know how I would actually do that. Like, persuasion? Like, hey, you think you can crowd surf us to the front?
Most people just aren't going to hear you with all the yelling. Everybody's focus right now is forward towards the fist and towards the gate.
I have an idea.
What is it?
Dea, I'm gonna make you very big so you can easily push people out of the way. Hopefully without hurting them.
All right. You know what? It's worth a shot. Maybe I don't even have to push them out of the way. Maybe if I'm giant, they'll just be scared as shit.
I'll give you a bardic to help for any athletics checks you may have to do.
It'll only last for so long, but Briar will tap Dea on the
Well,
forehead
before we do that,
and
can I get a perception check?
yes.
You do notice something interesting. You notice there are a group of people running along the top of the wall.
Oh no.
One of them you recognize to be Lorian.
Lorian's up on the walls.
You can see his party is with him.
I think Lorian's going to do something.
All right, be ready for violence and horror.
I don't think he would cause violence.
It's a bunch of angry, screaming people. Violence is to be expected.
I'm just gonna watch him intently to figure out what the heck he's gonna do.
You see he's moving along the wall and ends up getting on a staircase right next to the gate behind one of the towers and start making their way down behind the line of the flaming fist.
Do I witness this as well?
Once Briar pointed it out, yeah, y'all see it.
We need to figure out how to get on that wall.
I don't see a clear path.
Where does the wall go on either direction? Does it just go around like?
So it goes around the city. So
Yeah.
north, south. Because y'all are currently at the east entrance.
Is it like people as far north or as far south as we can see? As far as the
All
wall?
around in this plaza is completely filled with people. Other than that, there's buildings in the way, so you won't know past that.
All right. I am going to. How far away is L'Oreal from us?
L'Oreal?
Lorien?
Lorian.
He's up. Now that he's off the stairs, you can see he has joined. Or last y'all saw him, he was moving behind the Flaming Fist line right up at the gate. It's about 200 feet out. And with as much yelling that's around you, if you try to yell, your voice is just going to get lost.
Hmm. So,
Hmm.
Every idea I have will just make this crowd go into a bloodlust, so I got nothing.
Lou's
think-
learned his lesson. He's been in this event a couple times.
Yeah, last time I figured like if people are here and getting violent, then there must be a fight. So I drew my so I tried to kill people with a mace. So I just assumed that
Oh,
if violence, I assume if violence occurs, then that means it's a fight to the death.
All right. Is there a way back through the crowd where
You'd
we
have
came?
to fight your way back through the main street and try to find an alley.
I say it would it be
Going
easier
backwards
to
is
go?
going to be a lot easier than trying to push forward.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna try and turn around and be like, all right, excuse me, coming through.
Yeah, let's go.
So let's try to find an. Oh, sorry. Let's try to find an alleyway.
Yeah, it's best not to be in the. It's best not to be in the crowd that's about to be slaughtered.
They're not gonna get slaughtered. At least I hope not. I mean,
There are a
it might
bunch of
happen.
people. There are a bunch of people being angry, going against the people with weapons. It's the nature of humanoids to get slaughtered like lambs, like lambs because they're idiots.
As you say, like lambs, Briar is going to perk up.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna shove way back around the way we came and try and seek an alternate route around the massive crowd.
Specifically, we want to look for a way to get on top of the wall.
It takes y'all about an hour detour to get to a place that isn't already packed with people to find a entrance to a staircase leading up. But there are some Flaming Fist members, and they do stop you. Halt! What's your business here?
We're with the Adventurers Guild. We're with the Adventurers Guild. We need to get over the wall to assist the Flaming Fists about to be attacked by the mob.
Show me your badge.
I shall mine.
The 1-star. Would any of you any higher than a 1-star?
Say, Dea flashes her mercenary badge from her own from her own company as well.
They would not have any power here.
It's more like less to say that she's a bit more experienced than just 1-star. Just because I'm
It's one
officially
thing
registered.
they wouldn't know.
We are to meet with the captain. Varys Drake sent us.
Yek, if I remember correctly, what do you do amongst the Adventure Society?
I'm in the Merchant Guild.
Oh, you're not even Adventure? No, I thought you were Adventure.
Oh yeah. I think I am. I'm sorry, I didn't really remember.
Yeah, it's how you ended up on the job.
We are with the Adventurers Guild.
Society. But, yeah. We can't let anyone up here, even adventurers, but 1-stars we definitely can. It's a delicate... You hear a meow behind this guy, and he kind of turns around. There's a fucking cat behind him. What the fuck that cat doing? It meows at him. Really? Meow. That's so. Meow. Huh. Well, I'll be damned. You're with Lorian's group then?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, why didn't you say so? Go on.
Oh, okay.
All right, guess we head up.
He
Wait.
steps out of the way.
Start climbing up.
I heard a wait. What are we waiting on?
I didn't say wait. I said yes. I follow.
I didn't say wait either.
I think it was Dea.
No, I didn't say wait. I was just said A.
Oh, that's what I heard. Okay. So y'all are up, able to get on the lower side of the wall. It's still well behind the top of it, but it's enough to give you a pathway along the side of the wall. You see Bramble, the cat that came to find y'all, gives y'all a meow and starts trotting along the wall.
How high up
I
are we
follow.
on the wall?
Probably about 80 feet.
Woo! A hell of a drop.
I don't have any traction with my hooves.
Can I see the crowd of refugees from the other side of the wall?
No, you can't see over the wall. You're not at its top right now.
Oh, okay. We're inside of the.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're like one of the smaller walls within the. We're in like one of the smaller walls of the city, not like the main defensive fortifications.
Oh no, that's what you're on. You're
Okay.
just lower
only-
on it.
It's only 80 feet.
As I said, you're not at the top. You're at a
okay.
pathway going along the inside of the wall.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We're
No arrow
bit-
clips.
we're inside the wall, or we could see. We're
You
on
can
the outside of
see
the wall.
you're on the outside inside the city. So you can see over the buildings into the city, but not over
It's like
the
a
wall
shelf.
outside it. Correct.
Oh, okay. I get it.
It's effectively a way troops can move on the lower ends so they don't interrupt those fighting on the walls. Movement of goods, troops, stuff like that.
Okay, we're on the
case of
catwalks.
effectively, yeah.
All right.
But as y'all are making y'all's way, y'all are making good time now that there's nobody in the way. You pass a couple soldiers that are up on the wall. But most interestingly is what y'all hear. As y'all hear a massive roar of people up near not Baldur's Gate, Basilisk Gate. And it's not
We should-
long before y'all hear the rioting start.
We should hurry.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right.
dear.
We start to run.
The battle has begun.
As y'all rush forward, you'll finally get a look at the plaza in which y'all left earlier, and you can see it is a mob. The Flaming Fist are holding it back as they try to push forward, and there is a group behind the Flaming Fist, other Flaming Fist members, that are lobbing these strange orbs into the crowd. And you can see it as the orbs start to land, massive billowing white smoke starts to swirl throughout the rioters.
What effect does it seem to have on them?
It's hard to see because everything is clouded as the fog is starting to cover the riot.
Oh,
They
poison
are
gas. That's one weird.
It is starting to spread
Huh.
very quickly as it swirls around.
Oh, I didn't know the flaming fist were going to use poison gas.
Well, hopefully it's not poison. Maybe it's a sleeping agent.
Maybe it's just smoke.
Wouldn't it be easier just to kill all these riders?
No.
Will be if they kill people, it'll cause more of a riot.
And they'd be
But you
killing people
eliminate.
in the thousands.
Well, with the refugees coming in, you can just replace them, can you?
It doesn't work like that.
No. Damn it.
Huh.
Okay.
Oh, I
Is
thought
there any
humanoids.
way we can?
Go ahead.
Is there any way we can get down there with the flaming fist?
You can see the staircase in which you saw Lorian take down Lorian and his crew. It will take you about 5 minutes to get there and get down it, but y'all are on the way.
Okay.
And as y'all are sprinting, putting the pedal to the metal, you see the smoke in which they lobbed out is starting to die out. And something you're also noting is the sound of the fighting is starting to dim. Once you've reached the staircase itself and you're making your way down, it is dead silent again.
It may have been a sleeping agent or a calming mist.
What do we see?
You see, the mist is still in the way, but you can see a lot of figures, more shapes than anything else in the mist. But as y'all make y'all's way down, it isn't long before it's fully dissipated, and you see hundreds of people on the ground.
Sleeping agent.
You see the Flaming Fist members are going through, moving bodies as need be, and they seem to be separating them into different groups. There seems to be 3 different groups they're separating into.
We see the bearded elder man that Briar described amongst those as we descend down the staircase.
Yes, you do. You see he is currently still near the front of the right in front of Basilisk gates, and even at distance you can see he is bleeding from the head.
Oh dear.
He doesn't seem too particularly perturbed by it. He's still just standing there giving orders.
We should approach him.
Yeah. Approach with caution, not to alarm him.
Oh, you know there's no way you're getting close to him without him noticing.
Oh no, wait, it's not. I, I wasn't planning on trying to be
Oh no, we're
sneaky.
not.
No,
we're
no,
not
it's just the
sneaking.
alarm thing. You wouldn't be able to alarm him. He can see you for a ways off.
Oh, okay.
I look around. Where's Lorian?
You can see his crew has moved into the crowds, and they are moving to deal with those that are still at the far back that are seeing all these bodies on the ground.
All right, let's go talk to the captain. So Yekel's kind of start making his way towards the captain.
If you look in artwork, you will see his image. Graying hair, an eye patch over one eye, dark clothes, and he looks like he is ready to fight the goddamn world. He turns to look at you. He looks each of you up and down. Do any of you say anything as he's looking you over?
We were
Briar
sent.
just
Okay.
sorry. Oh, I was just gonna say Briar just tries to stand up as straight as they can.
Dale give a small salute to him, recognizing his rank.
We were sent by
he-
Paris Drake.
Heard two voices.
Yeah, that.
I heard Yek. Blue, I heard you underneath. What'd you say?
I was gonna kind of say what Yex says. So Faladar basically points to him and said, like, yeah, what he said.
Where were you lot when this was going on?
We were stuck in the middle of the crowd, and we had to take the other route up the wall. But we're here now to help you put down the rest of this threat.
He raises his only eyebrow. He
I mean,
looks
any of
over at Yek. Yek, do you have anything to say after that comment? Faladar?
No, I'll just stay quiet.
What threat are you referring to, boy?
I point to the now disabled crowd. I was like, "Oh, well, it looks like they've been disabled for now. So I guess we're here to help with whatever else you need."
You said you were in the crowd? How'd you end up on the wall?
We backtracked and went through an alley, and then took a farther path around. Took us a while to go around and go up another section of the wall, but we managed to get up there, and then we came down here.
Smart. Better than trying to force your way through like some of the other idiots that tried. Oh, well-meaning idiots.
We
People who
copied
probably
Lorian.
got killed because of it.
Ugh.
We're hoping
Yeah,
the
suddenly has a-
injuries weren't too bad. And we're picking through and making sure. If we find any that need immediate attention, that will be dealt with. But my people can handle that. You said Drake sent you.
Yes.
And you're the group that did that investigation recently. One with the barmaid?
Mm-hmm.
Good. I have some work for you. Though it's not the best time to speak on it. If you would follow me. He barks a few more orders, setting another individual in charge before making his way away from Basilisk Gate.
Briar will hastily follow and just pipe up. What did the gas do to them?
Knockout gas. Takes the magic in their body and confuses it. Makes it turn briefly against their owner, but not enough to do proper damage. Discombobulates them, and while it is, the rest of the magic seeps in and knocks them out. Works well with the average folk, doesn't do too well with adventurers or battle-hardened individuals.
Huh. I'll keep that in mind.
Stuff must be expensive as hell.
Expensive, but very effective, and it saves lives.
How much they cost a pop?
More than I'd like.
Hopefully we won't have to deal with anything that expensive.
Well, you shouldn't be dealing with riots of this size. It's the only time it becomes cost effective. Each canister can put down around 200 people when they're that tightly packed.
Duly noted.
The type you adventurers end up dealing with, not as effective. They're often too strong and not enough in numbers. He starts taking you off the side streets and through some alleys. He is moving at a brisk pace, not a run, but a steady power walk. What does the party do as y'all are making y'all's way through the alleys?
I just want to make sure that I know exactly which direction we are taking and memorize the path.
He seems to be moving y'all to the south. He is staying close to the main road, not venturing it too far, but far enough out of the main roads that he's avoiding the crowds. It isn't
What time
long.
of I say, what time of year is it in Baldur's Gate right now?
Y'all are currently sitting around spring.
Spring? Okay.
No, not
Wondering if it
spring.
was.
Sorry, fall. Late fall.
Oh, okay.
Coming towards winter.
Okay. Oof. Getting kind of chilly.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course you don't, dear. You're, well, woolly.
Hmm, comes in handy.
I'm just not used to it being this cold during the day of all times. Ugh. Say, Baldur's Gate is a temperate climate,
Yeah.
correct? Okay. So
Y'all are like right off the ocean.
ugh, just not used to it. Like I said, being it's cold during the day.
Well, it's a blessing during the colder seasons, but once you get into the warmer seasons, it's very much a curse.
So, where are you from? If you
The
don't mind
Fae.
me asking.
The Feywilds.
Ah, is hmm. Don't know what that is.
You don't know what the Feywild is.
Mm, not really. It's never really come up. I mean, I've heard of Fae from where I was, but not too much about them. Only that they generally are tricksters and that kind of stuff.
It's it's kind of an echo of the material plane, but suffused with very potent magic.
So, like the plane of fire?
Oh, not quite. It very well could burst into eternal flame at any point. It's very chaotic, but beautiful.
Hmm.
What brought you here?
Oh, what brought me here? Um, well, I stumbled into a Fey circle and I was transferred here. Then I kind of found my way into this whole mess.
Yeah, this has become a mess.
Hopefully, we can clean it up without too much difficulty.
Hopefully. Speaking of, Cap, how long have you been on the force?
Too damn long.
Sound like my dad.
It's not long after that y'all find y'all's way to the station in which Drake was initially talking about that Zodge might be found at. He opens the main door and waves the lot of y'all inside.
I'll go in.
Go in.
You nod and enter as well.
You'll enter into a kind of office space, a lot of paperwork and folders around, but not a lot of people at the moment. The station seems mostly empty. He waves his hand for the lot of you to follow him as he immediately starts to move deeper into the station.
I'm trying to make sure that I know my way out the way we came in as we go in.
Fair. It's not hard to keep track of because it doesn't go too terribly deep. He does open an office door and yet again wave a lot of you inside.
Go inside.
Yep. Go inside and find a nice sturdy wall to lean against.
You see, it's a rather minimalistic setting. A long table and a number of different chairs. You see, however, Zodge stop by the door, press his hand to a crystal next to it. It starts to hum before you hear a click and a hiss as the walls ripple with magic. And the door disappears.
That's a little unsettling.
I'd rather not be interrupted or overheard.
Fair enough.
He sits
Right.
down on the other side of the table away from the lot of you. And he rubs his head, finally noticing the blood there, and taking out a handkerchief to clean it up. How familiar are you with the events that have been happening in the last few days?
Not very.
We know there's refugees.
Crisis. And it's going to get worse. Do any of you know what happened?
Something happened to El Tyrell?
Well, Dad say something happened to it. Nothing's left but a hole, according to reports. Whole damn city's gone.
The
A lot of
people
are...
inside.
What'd you say?
The people inside.
All gone, as far as we know. The people on the outskirts made it. And they came here. A lot of rumors think we're going to suffer the same. Other people, well, they think we had something to do with it. More worrisome, our Duke, Ravengard, was visiting El Tyrell on a diplomatic mission when the whole damn city disappeared. Coincidence? I highly fucking doubt it. It's never that easy. Have you heard of the Knights of El Tyrell? Or Eltergard? That's a rough
The
one.
Hell Riders?
Yeah. Few of them escaped whatever the hell happened to that city, and they think we are the reason to blame. Or the reason for what happened. What a pathetic
Say not
bunch of
even the fleeting.
what a
Sorry.
bunch of self-righteous pricks. Arresting them on sight now. That's left us rather short-handed to deal with a number of other problems that are cropping up around the city. And for that, we're going to need people we can trust. Drake said he's willing to vouch for you lot.
Yes.
Unfortunately for you, this isn't a situation where you have the luxury of declining the offer. Will you be making trouble, or will I have to drag you out and badge you?
No, no, sir.
Good. I'd rather not. We're losing enough people as it is.
What's the target?
He passes a small box across the table.
They pick up the box and take a look at it.
You see inside are a few small copper badges that bear the Flaming Fist's coat of arms. In total, the Flaming Fist. These will let you act in my name. How many of you are familiar with the Dead Three? Bane, Ball, and Mercule.
Can we make a history check?
This would be religion.
Can we make a religion check?
Yes, you can.
I am not proficient in religion.
Briar don't know shit. Yeah,
Nope, nothing.
you're whisper rolling. Why are you whisper rolling?
Oh, I'm sorry. I got it set wrong. I apologize.
You good. I was just curious.
Uh, should I roll again?
No, you're fine. I can see it. You got a 19. But you are at least somewhat familiar with this lot. The Dead Three, originally known as the Dark Gods. Feldar, you're not all that familiar with them either. You have Bane, the Lord of Darkness, Baal, the Lord of Murder, and Mercule, the Lord of Bones. It is believed that they all perished during the time of trouble, but their people are still active to this day. The time of trouble was about 100 or so years ago. Just for time reference.
Okay. I'll basically repeat exactly what you said to the party.
Hmm. That sounds ominous.
It is.
Oh,
Baldur's Gate's been dealing with a plague of their followers. We thought we had wiped the little cockroaches out, but apparently not. These purveyors of fear and death are taking advantage of this mess, taking advantage of the instability, the Duke's absence, and the disappearance of the city of El Terrell has had on the city to go on a murder spree. As my
Do we know how many?
deputies, no. As my deputies on this matter, you have license to kill these wretches on sight. Find their lair and wipe them out. Eliminate anyone who gets in the way. Don't worry about collateral damage. Too many people are fucking dying over this. If you do what I say, I'll make sure to grease your palms properly, and you receive 200 gold pieces in addition to my gratitude, which is worth considerably more. You see, he runs his hand through his graying, kind of salt and pepper hair. Perhaps that was too much. Look, there have been 58 deaths, some of them children. This needs to be dealt with, and the city is on, well, You saw what happened at the gates. The entire city is starting to act like that. It's a powder keg waiting to explode. This needs to be dealt with.
Do you have any most wanted suspects? Any ringleaders?
No.
No
You
names.
have
There is something I can give you. A start, I hope. A few blocks from Basilisk Gate, there's a tavern. Elf Song Tavern. A woman there, a spy by the name of Tarina, hangs out there, gathers rumors of the guild. She owes me a favor. So, you tell her you work for me. Ask her what she knows about the dead three and their followers. And for the love of Baldurin, be nice. She has very, very dangerous friends, and we do not need to antagonize the guild right now. There are more than enough problems going on. It's the best start I can give you. Perhaps you need time to prepare, but don't leave this too long. If you do, I will know, and I will have my people drag you back here.
Do not worry. We will begin immediately.
The longer you leave this, the more people die. I don't have the men to send you back up, so it's just going to be you and Lorian's boys. I say that, but it's mostly girls now, isn't it? Ugh. Either way, you're going to be mostly on your own. Try not to start any shit. Understood?
Got it.
Yes.
Good. Do not fuck this up. I can't imagine how bad things are going to be if the guild gets involved. Now, get out there and get ready. Lorian's people are probably going to be busy helping out at the plaza near Baldur, near Basilisk Gate for a while, so you have some time. Tarina probably won't be there till near sunset.
All right. Looks like we gotta do some sleuthing.
Indeed.
Thank you, Captain.
Good luck.
Good.
I hope to gods I don't have to go find your bodies in the sewer.
We will not let you down.
All right. So first, as we're walking out, I suggest we try and find out if these cult members have any identifying markings, any kind of way that they talk to each other.
Um, before we leave, can I ask the captain, uh, when was the last sighting of these cult members? Where?
They're all over the place. No one's entirely sure where they're popping up or where they're getting their victims. We just keep finding their bodies.
Right.
The latest one, where was it?
Near the docks.
The docks. Hmm. All right, that's a good lead as any to start off with before we meet with our contact.
Let's head there.
Excuse me. So, you have left Zodge behind in the station and are back into the city proper. Oh god, so many sneezes today.
Bless you.
But you are back into the city proper. What would you like to do? You have the most recent body being found in the near the docks. You have the Elf Song Tavern. You have the city at large, where you could just go look around, ask questions, see if you can find any rumors. You could always go try to find Lorian and his crew. Y'all could go get some rest, get some food. It's been a couple hours since y'all ate at this point. What do y'all want to do?
I say we head down to the docks, check out the lettuce murder place, see if we can't find any information, any shady-looking figures, any people acting out of normal.
Or even ask people that are normally there if they witnessed anything. Oh yes, let's go to the docks.
I was there not too long ago, as well. Came by ship. The entirety of the southern sea is swarming with pirates, so I might be able to loose some lips. You have the right coin.
Well, we just got paid.
Cece, how familiar would I be with the city? Like, would I know where to go if I wanted to, like, buy a healing potion?
Merchant District. There's always shit in there.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
wouldn't mind stopping by, doing it, just to grab a potion
Mm.
in case we run into trouble.
Yeah. I say at least keep one of us with you, buddy system at all times.
Yes, I agree.
All right. So you're gonna go to the merchant district, and I'll head down and start asking about the at the docks.
Uh,
That's good.
yeah, that's fine.
All right. Who's going with me to the docks?
I'll go with.
All right.
All right.
Baldur, keep him safe, and please don't automatically go to killing him if anybody shows. I mean, if a guy pulls a knife on him, sure, but you know,
I,
keep it to a
I
minimum.
only I only promise violence upon those who seek violence.
All right, good enough.
Awesome. All right.
Good enough for government work.
Yeah, Baldur kind of just like takes a seat and just like watches over things as he like tunes his instrument.
So where's everybody going? Faldar's staying at the station?
No, no.
Uh,
I think
oh,
Paladar
I
and
thought I
I,
was staying at I thought I was staying at the Basilisk Gate.
I thought, yeah, you and Yek were going to the
Merchant District.
merchant
we're
district.
going to Merchant District and the docks.
Yeah, and yeah, myself and Briar would be heading down to the docks.
Hmm.
I'll probably just stay near the Basilisk Gate, just in case anything else pops up or anything.
That kind of defeats the
Oh.
purpose of the buddy system the party just agreed on.
Okay, no, legit. I completely forgot about that part. Yeah, I'll go with Yak for now. I'll go with Yak.
There you go.
I keep
Otherwise,
forgetting we only have 4 people. I keep forgetting we only have 4 people in this party now, not 5.
no, you do
Yeah.
have 5. It's just one of them's currently absent. So
Yeah,
hopefully we get back.
that's
Get
why.
Reznir back soon. So, but Yek and Faldar, it doesn't take long. Yek, you were looking for healing potions, was it?
Yeah, just a potion of healing.
You do start looking through. You are noticing, surprisingly, the stock of healing potions is dropping fast. And to deal with that, prices are starting to go up. It hasn't gone up far yet, but it is on the rise. As people seem to be panicking, making sure they have it in stock, and people are not able to keep up with the demand at the moment. There are two types of healing potions in which you can purchase. A normal healing potion, which would normally be 50 gold, which currently goes for 55. Or you can get a lesser healing potion, which is a distilled version of the original healing potion. They normally go for 25 gold, but right now they are being sold at 30. A lesser healing potion will heal you for 1d4 plus 1. A standard potion is 2d4 plus 2.
Okay, I'll just buy one standard potion, and that's all I can afford. So that's what I want.
Alrighty,
Yeah.
that'll get you 55 gold, or it'll be cost 55 gold.
And I am ready to go to the dock.
Gotcha. Well, that.
Baldur, are you gonna do any shopping? Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good, Baldur? I was waiting to see if Baldur responded at all.
No response from Faladar.
So no, he's
Okay,
just
well-
being a creep with horns.
Pretty much, yeah. He's just like looking over. If anyone like approaches him, he will like look at them. He's not trying to be threatening, but he looks at them in the way that. But he looks at them like a predator is looking at his possible prey. Yeah, he doesn't know how to socially interact with humanoids.
All right, our business is done here. Let's go to the docks. Meet up with the others.
Okay. Goodbye, other people here. He says as he follows you.
The merchant who you're standing next to just kind of looks at you with this, the fuck? I fucking don't understand people. He shakes his head. But Briar and Dea, you, on the other hand, have headed towards the docks. You do not know exactly where you are going, just that they are around the docks somewhere, which is a rather extensive area. What would you like to do?
I say we go check alleys first.
I'd say first we want to make sure we get any distinguishing landmarks. Would Dea know the general direction where she came on board ship into Baldur's Gate from?
Yeah, just a couple days back, you can actually see the dock a little ways off.
I'd say gotta go along it. I don't say for getting into the alleyways just yet.
Something that you do notice, Dea, there's significantly less ships here in the docks than when you were here the other day. There was a lot of unloading and loading of ships. There's just a couple of ships floating in the water at the moment.
There's a lot less people from when I was just here. They've imposed lockdown on the boats as well?
I don't.
Good. Go ahead.
I don't know. Can they do that?
I mean, there's a blockades happen, but for the most part, that's mainly the stuff that the royalty engages in. But who knows? I'm gonna try and make way towards the nearest ship that still has anybody seemingly on it.
Oh, none of them look like they have people on them. You don't see anybody on the decks. You don't see anybody on the docks either. If they're there, they're in the bowels of the ship somewhere.
Is there like some like? Is there like a crime seen like taped off anywhere.
Not that you see.
Just trying to figure out where the body may be.
What did he say this murder took place?
Near the docks. That's all he said.
Oh, just near the docks. He didn't say when.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, didn't ask.
Only that it's the most recent one.
Yep.
Are there any shops or any things along the pier side near the docks? Because
Warehouses. A lot of
just-
warehouses.
just warehouses. No trading guild buildings.
They would be in the merchant district, not here. They might have a building here.
I say
but,
because usually you'd have a representative at the docks because you need to count what's coming in.
Yeah, which is probably at their warehouse here. However, there's nobody on the docks as of the moment.
Is there a smell of like recent blood or iron in the air?
Not that you smell. It smells a little fishy.
Ha 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 ha. Hey. Where is everyone?
Probably not wanting to get murdered.
Well,
It's also probably a good guess. With no ships coming in, there's no cargo to unload. With no ships going out, there's no cargo to load.
Or a lot of those people may have been in the riots.
There's also a
maybe.
lot of warehouses deep in. If anybody's there, they might be out in the warehouses or they're on the ships themselves.
So, we're gonna try and find out who these guys are. We don't know what they look like, how many there are, and all we know is that they need to be stopped, and this is where they last struck. Damn, talk about trying to make something out of nothing. No insignias, and all they got is just the dead 3.
Are we near any alleyways?
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of them over in the warehouses.
Briar's gonna go see if there's anything written in the alleys or like any like signs.
As you slip into one of the alleys, you see it kind of winds about a little bit, but you don't see anything until you come to a dead end. And at the dead end, there is a teenager, maybe 14, crouched. Have you ever seen like the Slavic squat?
Oh yeah.
He's
Slav
doing
squad.
that.
He's Gopnik.
Young man, kind of shaggy brown hair, a little bit on the thinner side. He's giving you the stink eye.
Hi.
What you want, Wooly?
Nothing, just looking for suspicious activity.
Yeah? Did you find anything?
No,
Find
no,
anything
no.
you sheep fuckers find suspicious?
No, no, nothing yet.
Eh. Sort of like follow up with it and say, you seem to be local around these areas?
You seem to count fucking sheep in your sleep, don't you? Or maybe you just sleep with them.
No, but I do count coins. And she'll flick 1 gold to the kid.
It disappears out of the air like fucking magic. Now that's a language I can speak.
So, heard somebody got murked around here recently. Pretty savage stuff.
You're gonna have to be more specific than that, man.
Something involving the dead 3?
I don't know nothing about any dead.
So, no guys in robes, creepy, culty masks, or hoods tooling around here after dark?
Not that I've seen. Nah, ain't nobody gonna wear something stupid like that. You're gonna be killing somebody. You're gonna stand out like a fucking sore thumb.
I mean, they are cultists, and, cultists don't generally tend to think like, you know, regular people. But, if you ain't seen them, that's cool, though, kid.
Haven't seen anybody like that, no.
Mm.
You seem to like the alleys. Did you notice any strange markings in any of them?
Nah. There was this strange thing on that last dude, though, a couple days back. Actually, that
I
was
think.
2 days ago.
What kind of thing?
Yeah, I didn't get a good look at it. Dude was messed up. Messed up real bad. Nobody knew what happened to him, but I saw it. Slit ear to ear. Oof, nasty. And there was something carved into his chest. I didn't really get a good look at it.
Anybody else you know who might have had a good look at it?
That flaming fist dude, Ryan, I think. He's the one that pulled him out.
Pulled him out. He was in the water.
Yeah, half submerged. Found him floating.
And it wasn't the work of. Hmm. That's what I'm wondering. Floating, usually, if you're got a professional, they know how to drop them into the bottom.
Yeah.
So,
What some of
definitely
the
an
guild
amateur.
boys said. Looked like something had gone wrong. Looked like a leg had gone missing.
Hmm. Where did they find him in the water?
Third dock down. Ain't gonna find nothing there, though. Flaming boys looked it over. Ain't seen nothing.
Maybe, but figure we'll still give it a go. Flick him another gold.
He catches it again.
Thanks for your time, man.
Yeah.
All right.
If you're
Move to.
interested, there's
Oh,
a inn. People might have seen something over that. Well, it's all
What's the inn
anybody's been
called?
talking about. A low lantern. It's a ways off. If you're looking for people, looking for gossip, it's a place to be. Won't be too active now, but you might catch some people in there.
hmm. Sounds good.
It's that ship, couple docks down. You see it? The one that doesn't have the steery bits.
Gonna take a look, like right outside the alley.
You can see it off in the distance. It looks like a ship that was pushed off to the side, no longer being sailable and gutted.
Mm. All right. And I take it the lockdown's also got the ships all pulled out and anchored.
Yeah, some merchants caught wind and started running. Once they locked down last night, ain't nobody been able to do any work. Nobody leaves, nobody comes in.
Mm. All right. Well, thanks for your time anyway.
Don't
Come
go
on.
sticking your nose into something that's gonna get it cut off, you hear?
Oh, trust me, when it comes to cutting, I prefer to cut those in half.
Yeah, that's what
Sort of
my
like
brother
gives her.
said about Taken too. But now he's gay as a fucking rainbow.
uh, I like this kid. Fucking tap on her, starting to grab Briar and sort of like give her a good shake. See? What'd I tell you?
You're much better at intimidating people than I am.
Oh, he's not intimidating. He's just a kid who needs a little bit of a extra boomph. You see him all the time in the streets. In
Mm-hmm.
Al-Qadim.
As y'all are walking out of the alleys, y'all see Feldar and Yek walking down the side of the docks.
We'll approach and
Well,
we have.
the conquering heroes. Sorry.
Did you get what you needed?
I did. Did you get anything?
We got quite a bit from a child in an alley. There was a man who was attacked and dropped by the third dock. Had a weird symbol on his chest, and I believe he said he was slit from ear to ear.
Yep, and they gave us a well, maybe a new dive to get some drinks at, and possibly pack up on some other stuff as well. Called the Low Lantern. Supposedly it's that ship over there. Points at the one that's been gutted. Not much happening on it right now, but maybe in a little bit after we get done with the elf song, we can take a drop into a real tavern and get some info.
Very well. About what time of day is it?
You're looking probably about 4.
And
Just like late afternoon.
Yeah.
Where to?
I say we take a look around the third dock for a little bit, see what we can't find, and should that fail, we head over to Elf Song, meet with our
Under it.
contact.
I'm wondering if they checked under the dock too.
Under the dock.
Very well. Let's go.
As we move along, Faladar is like taking like little bits and chipping off like the wood that's growing out of his head and like putting it in his pocket.
Making a peg leg there?
They're not big. They're not like big chunks. They're about like the size of maybe like my fingernails.
I know she's just joking around though, but said like fixing to make yourself a peg leg? Feel more at home in this?
No, occasionally these things grow at odd times and at odd angles, and I gotta chip them off.
So you'll make
Thankfully, it doesn't hurt anymore.
it over to the dock without too much problem. What would y'all like to do upon arriving there?
Briar would like to lay on their stomach and look under the dock to see if there's anything.
Not that you can see, just old barnacles from when the high tide rides in.
Say the dock, is it a wooden dock or is it like a concrete and stone dock?
Wood. It's decent size, so if a trade ship comes on, they'd actually be able to offload onto it.
Okay. Because like I was wondering if it was like a deep dock or if it was a just an average rickety wooden dock.
Oh, it's really solidly built, but it doesn't look like it's just probably wood, wooden magic.
Okay.
It was worth a check. I didn't see anything.
Gonna look around and see. So there's still like almost nobody here at this area.
Roll me a perception.
Okay.
There's nobody in the section of the dock you are in. There's not even a boat docked on this dock, but something that you do notice is a good distance away. There is a movement as you see two individuals walking down one of the docks. And you see that they enter the low lantern.
Hmm. Hey, check it out. She points and sort of nods in the direction. Looks like they're already getting customers. We might be in luck later.
Who should we follow now?
Hmm.
Who
You
knows,
know
they
what?
may be gone.
You know what? I am a bit thirsty.
I could use some ale.
Let's give it a go.
We don't want to come back and then that they're gone.
True enough.
Um, Start making our way towards the tavern.
Alrighty. As y'all are going over, you do notice a scent. There's a kind of foul scent, and as you're looking around, as you're walking up the staircase to get onto the ship, which is gently rocking under the waves, you notice there's a couple dead seagulls laying on the dock. Not on the dock, on the ship.
Oh. Can I look up there?
Up where?
To where the seagulls are.
I mean, they're on the deck in front of you. Because as you go up,
Oh,
you go onto the deck of the ship.
I see. Does it look what seems to be the cause of death?
Are you gonna go do a medicine check?
I would love to.
Briar, as you look them over, it looks like their wings have been plucked and they have been pierced multiple times through the chest.
Unsettling. And how recent?
It looks like it's been there at least overnight.
Mm.
Briar will just close their eyes and set them off neatly to the side. Just so they look a little bit more peaceful.
Couple of dead gulls.
Someone's been on a murder spree.
Hmm. Well, let's see. Wait, murders. Wait.
Above table. I was making a dumb bird joke.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Like it took me a second. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah,
Uh,
a group of crows is called a murder.
yeah. Uh.
But anyway, let's go inside.
All right. Let's say. So, got a couple of birds been pierced, shot, maybe. And, well, I mean,
intentionally. You'd think the person would want to take.
it's not too uncommon seeing, crew members shoot at seagulls. Annoying little fuckers.
They're actually quite pleasant when to talk to them. A little chatty, but
Talk?
uh-huh. Do you not talk to the?
I mean,
I can.
most of the animals where I come from tend to want to eat you first chance, or poison you, or just outright attack you. So it's either you eat them, or they eat you, unless they're like a sumpter beast or a camel. But yeah, when it comes to seagulls, well, when I was on our way here, they were good food, good eating, but
Well,
they
they're
just
here. They're here.
they just left them out here to rot.
That's what I'm concerned about. Who would want to do that? Anyway, let's follow these two individuals.
Yeah,
So
let's.
you'll make y'all's way deeper into the ship, taking a rickety staircase down to see the middle of the ship has been completely redone to be a tavern. As you look around, there seems to be about three people here on the ship, as well as a Kenku sitting behind the bar. You see one of the patrons raise a glass to y'all as y'all walk in and say, "Welcome." And then the Kenku in the back, "Welcome, welcome."
Ah,
Do we see those two individuals that walked in?
Yeah, they're sitting at the table with the other guy.
Okay.
What would the party like to do?
Um, Give me a large ale.
Ale, ale. They slap a sign behind them, which has the prices. An ale, I believe, is a couple copper pieces. Let me see. Do, 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 do. A nice generic ale will be 4 copper pieces for a mug.
I'll throw him a silver.
He gives you 6 copper in return, and then
Keep the
pours
change.
you a nice big glass ale.
You keep the change, bud.
He nods. Change. And then he swipes it off and it disappears.
it's like Dale lean over on the bar. Give me something that'll put hair on his chest. Indicate towards something.
Air? As they pull out a bottle of clear liquid.
Mhm.
It is a bottle of vodka.
Так точно. Take a
Ooh,
take a
go ahead.
shot.
It will be 4 silver pieces for a shot.
Do you have any juice?
There is a nod. Juice. It is 3 copper pieces for a mug of juice.
I will get a mug of juice. I'll hand him 3 copper.
You are given apple
Heck yeah.
I heard something went down here recently. Guy was tossed into the water.
water.
Yes, somebody was attacked and thrown. Did you know anything about that?
No. I will remind you, y'all are talking to a Kenku who can only do mimicry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what's a Kenku?
A bird creature, a humanoid bird creature that can only speak through mimicry.
Ah.
So a very large parrot.
Okay. I'm like, okay, so
The humanoid parrot, but still.
yeah. Okay. I didn't realize, like, wait a second, am I actually talking to a bird right now in order from like a legit bird that's sort of like a cockatoo wobbling its way through making drinks?
I will send you an image. One moment.
Kenkus are kind of like cursed bird creatures that have they can't fly and they can only speak through mimicry.
If you look in artwork, you'll see him in there.
They're like crow people.
Okay.
Yay.
Cool. Mm.
No as in yes, nod your head, or no as in you don't know.
They shake their head.
Okay.
He then points to the other 3 across the room who are talking quietly with each other.
They know of something?
They shrug. As if to say, like, no.
Worth a check.
What's Yek and
Right.
Baldur doing during this?
I kind of would like to eavesdrop on the conversation that we are having without getting close. I mean, can I hear them from where we are?
Not really. You'd have to get closer. And it's not. Y'all are the only ones in here, so they're gonna notice. It's not. There's no way to get close subtly.
Okay. Then,
Unless you try to call them nudge it.
I might have a way.
go ahead.
I'm probably going to just walk by. I'm going to like walk by where the Kenku are, but as I move by, I'm gonna like place one of the chunks of one of my chunks of horn, and place it like nearby them, like either on the ground or like in like a nearby plant.
Do note, the only Kenku is the fucker behind the bar. The other guys are human.
Then how come there's two Kenku how come there's 2 Kenku pictures?
Because I was giving an example of what a Kenku is.
Oh. Yeah, I'll probably put it yeah, I'll probably move towards like the all right, shit. Okay, now my brain's not figuring out how this is working out now. Okay, shit.
They're effectively sitting at a table a little ways away from the nose of the ship.
Okay, that works. Okay, I'm just gonna like walk by them slightly stumbly, like, and while I like seem to have one of my stumbles, I'll place like my chunk of horn nearby, like either in, like probably like near the floor. I'll keep moving towards like the nose of the ship, and the reason I do that is because you then hear like a blast as like I'm throwing up, like I'm drunk, like I had to throw up over the side.
You're in the ship.
Okay, now I'm completely fucking lost.
You're in the bowels of the ship.
Still probably applies. I just go to like a side and I just like vomit up some weird liquid from me, like I'm vomiting something.
As you don't even make it to the front of the ship, as you're going down and go to stumble, one of the old guys, an old kind of gray sailor, hey, drunk already? Fucking come join us then. Fucking deaf dear bastard. Come here.
I ignore them and keep going towards my mission.
Fucking where's he going? Looks like he's
Yes.
going to the front of the ship. What the fuck you going
Yeah.
up there? There's no drinks up there.
Yeah, I do my thing. I near those two. I placed a chunk of horn near there, probably like on the floor near them, like it falls off me.
Okay.
And I then proceed to walk past, do my plan. I walk by the front of the ship. Where I feel like I'm about to throw up, but nothing quite comes out. Shake it off, and I kind of slowly walk back over to you guys.
Are you using? Oh, I know what you're using. I love Hexbloods.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna go. It's like I kind of whisper to you guys. Okay, I am going to listen into what they're talking about. I'm gonna go listen into what they're talking about. I'm gonna be like blind and deafened, so assume just keep an eye on me and just tell everyone else I just passed out. Got it.
You
All right.
see
Good.
the same old sailor waving at the crew, at the lot of y'all. Your friend alright? He seems a little dumb in the head.
And that's my cue. And suddenly, like you all notice, like you all see like my eyes like sort of close and everything seems fine. And then my head immediately like slams onto like the table or wherever we are. It's like I just pass out. I'm using the hex
Whoa!
blood. I'm using my hex blood thing in order to like listen in to whatever's going on with those two. Since I use a chunk of horn, which is like a part of me as the
I'm
relic for the
familiar with what it
communication.
is.
Great token.
But you hear them rushing over to the guy that just hit the deck.
He's fine. He just has a very low alcohol tolerance.
Fucking hell! Well, he's gonna need to be sleeping that off. Let me go fucking put him in one of the beds. Jeez. Inviting him for a goddamn drink, fucking walked right by. Well,
He doesn't have too much awareness.
he gets scooped up, and the older gentleman he just flops him over his shoulder. Well, I'll go put him in one of the cots then. Be right back.
Oh,
No, no.
oh,
Oh god, the situation just got horribly worse. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. Okay,
maybe.
I may need a new character soon. Shit.
As he's walking away, Briar's just gonna turn around to the rest of the party. Maybe we should just go talk to them like normal people.
Friend, will you put our friend down, please?
Yeah,
We
let
just
him put him in one of the cots. Just downstairs. You want to see?
No, just put him in a chair. He'll be all right.
Alright, you should. He flops him in a chair.
Oh,
Waits
thank
to
you. Oh,
see
thank
if he
God.
falls out.
Okay, you saved me from having to make a new character. Thank you.
Did you think the fucking cot was gonna eat you?
It's a
No,
mimic.
He was
no.
just
The last time, no, my character waking up in a random place he wasn't to originally would lead him to immediately. It would lead me to immediately cast Shatter in this place because of his backstory.
Well, I mean, you also know what's happening. You can hear this. It's not like he's being quiet.
Yeah, I know, but my character understands humanoid relations about as well as.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So you can hear all this. What do you do? As you
Okay,
get put in a
he
chair.
he internally is freaking out about being put in a cot someplace, having all the memories of his past. But then when that happens, he's like, "Okay, violence does not need to occur. I do not need to kill all these people. Okay, that's excellent, good." And he's gonna go back and see if the two are still talking.
Well, one of the three of them is currently standing next to your body. As y'all are sitting there watching, you'll see Faldar just kind of fall out of the chair. The sailor kind of puts a hand on him. You got any rope?
Briar will.
We don't need a rope. He'll be all right. We just want to talk. We're trying to find out what happened with these weird people walking around.
Well, fuck, why
We don't-
didn't you say so? Fucking grab a drink and sit down. He
I
pushes
grabbed my
your
ale.
friend back
my-
into the chair. He's like, fuck it. He picks up the whole goddamn chair. Faldar's still in it. Moves it over to the table he was sitting at. Pushes it under the table so his chest is pressed a little against the table. So Faldar doesn't have any room to move. And then fucking sits down next to him.
Well,
I'll
that's
grab
one way
my
to do it.
ale. I'll sit down with the crew, with the dock workers.
Briar will also drag over a chair, pretending their apple juice is rum or beer.
And what about Dea? Is Dea back, or are they still in the bathroom? Still probably in the bathroom.
They had drowned.
Oh, you heard about what's going on? Fucking was just talking to Mira about it this morning. Weird
Well,
as
we're
fucking shit.
yeah, we're here trying to figure it out. What do you know?
You investigating? Well, aren't you fancy? Sorry about your friend. Why is he drunk if you investigate?
He likes to have fun.
Is this really the
Well,
time for fun then, if you're investigating? I would have expected a amount of professionalism from investigators.
oh no, we are professional, and Briar will pull out the badge. See, we are professional.
I more meant acting official if you're working with the fist. They both look at the unconscious Faldar, whose head's just kind of lolling from side to side.
Ugh. Briar's gonna try to like poke at Daladar to get him to get up. Or is he completely comatose?
I think he's completely
It's been a minute.
comatose. Yeah, it's been about a minute.
Okay, upon you poking him, he kind of just like wakes up like, ugh, ugh, ugh. What
He
happened?
fucking lives! Welcome
What
back,
do you-
you daft bastard!
Of course I'm alive. Why? Why am I tied to a chair?
You're not actually tied, you're just pressed against the table.
What the? What the hell are we now? What the?
We're just
we were in the bar.
You're still in the bar. You're like 10 feet from where he fucking fell over. Maybe 20.
Oh, why did you move me?
You went
Can't hold
face
your
down
liquor?
on the fucking floor! I ain't no... Ain't
Yeah,
gonna
so why?
disrespect a guy like that. Fucking needs to be put in a cot or in a chair, as your friend said. Why
So
ain't
why
gonna
did you
leave a
move
fellow
me?
drinker? Sorry, go ahead.
Why did you move me again? He seems legitimately confused about people helping him.
Because you needed a hand and off the floor?
He tilts his head. I don't understand.
Don't mind him. He's just weird.
Sounds like he's had a few too many to drink. You hear from the woman.
something like that.
We never did
So
introductions. My name's Mira. This is Val.
I am Yek.
Briar.
Yeah.
Aladar.
It's a pleasure to meet the lot of you. What can we do for you?
What do you
What
know
do you?
about the murder?
The murder?
Go ahead, bro.
Well, I'll fucking tell you, ain't fucking nothing ordinary about that fucking murder. The fucking cuts, ritual, placement, a statement. But here's the kicker. My mate works down at the docks most of the time. Was there late night on some personal business. But he swears up and down he saw someone, two someone there in the fog just before dawn, moving like shadows. No footfalls, like ghosts. I swear on it, I do. Could be something spooky, but could just be members of the guild, maybe. But then again, maybe not. What if there's something worse staring in the dark, watching, ready to jump out at any of us, drag us to the depths?
If it was the guild, they wouldn't have been so sloppy. Nobody would have ever even known it was them.
Yeah, they said that. But if they didn't have the time, somebody was hunting. Could have made a mistake. Maybe they wanted them. As I said a statement. Make sure that somebody knows. I ain't got a good look at those marks on his chest, but they look like they meant something.
You think
Do
they
you
could draw it out?
Well, I only saw a little bit of it. It looked like a skull and a hand. A bony hand. Like with all the bony bits.
probably a sign of Merkel?
Mercury. What's he got to do with it?
Maybe some sort of cult.
Cult of Mercury. Yeah, that'd be quite something. You
It would
imagine
be.
fucking the Dead Three in the city terrorizing at night? Oh, good lord, here he goes again. Going out, hunting people, bringing them back, sacrificing them to the dark god. Lord Bow demanded blood as a sacrifice to his power. By quite some.
You had run in with these people before?
No, never have. I didn't think they fucking existed. Aren't the Dead Three, like, dead?
Where'd you hear the stories?
Well, I hear a lot of stories. And you had big issues with them about 100, 150 years back. My old grandpappy used to tell.
Ah, a lot of sea stories?
Yep, my grandpappy saw a lot of stuff. Great man, old grandpappy. Gone now. Off to fight the gods in the Great War.
Which war?
The Great War.
I say, would I know which?
You don't have a
what?
fucking clue as to what this man is talking about.
It's like,
Again, I don't care how
oh,
high you roll on religion. Nobody knows what the
oh,
fuck this guy's talking about.
oh, that Great War.
Yep, that's the one.
Oh, yeah.
One with a capital G.
So, do you know? They said that they moving like ghosts and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, that's what my buddy said.
So they ride in. They rode in on the mist coming off the sea.
Yeah, that could be. Could be. But they didn't come from that way. They came from the warehouses.
Ah, so they used the marine layer to cover their tracks.
I don't know what that means, but sure.
Do
No,
you
no,
know which
no, no.
warehouse?
Nah, bro, didn't say. Just said they came out and tossed him in the body. Tossed the water. Tossed the body in the water.
Who owns those warehouses?
I don't know which ones you mean. A lot of different merchants run them. Sometimes they get rented out.
Hmm. Any like long-standing ones who've like always been there?
Couple deeper in, yeah. Where the old docks used to be.
Hmm. Turn to I said, Cap did say that they've been operating for a while, but they've just been quiet, and they always seem to come back up. So maybe they're with a maybe they're going into one of the ones that has a long history here.
Possibility.
Could just be coming up from the sewers, too.
Sewers.
Yeah. Fucking terrifying place down there. All
Hmm.
kinds of shit. Great maze down there. Nobody knows how to get around. The guild's down there a lot, though.
Hmm. I doubt the guild would like these guys encroaching on their territory, though.
No, I wouldn't think so, man. All real weird, like. Real weird.
Well, we got another thing that we can look through. See if any of the sewers tie up into any of these warehouses too.
Well, they all connect. Well, they drain. All have sections that go out, flows back out into the bay.
Mm.
You can
Cheers,
also
mate.
make
Smile.
you can also find manholes all over the place.
So we raise some of the vodka to him and take a swig.
Fair.
Just be like, cheers for the info.
Cheers. I think I heard
Briar is going.
you. Oh, go ahead.
Briar's going to pass him a gold piece for the information.
Thank you very much.
If we ever come back here for now, I'll have to tell you some of the some of the stories that happened to me out at sea.
Well, I damn well look forward to them.
What was your name again?
Name's Vel. This is my partner,
Fel.
Mira. She sells perfumes.
Ooh.
And I
Oh.
tell which ones are shit. You hear her sigh and pinch the bridge of her nose in the background.
Okay. We have another lead amongst the handful of others.
Hey, it's better than what we started off with. Absolutely jack shit. So
True.
kind of strange that the Flaming Fist wouldn't be able to figure this kind of stuff out. But hey, they already
Almost
got
like they
enough.
said they didn't have the people to do it. That's why you're getting sent on it.
Yeah, true.
But
All right.
are y'all going to be heading out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go to the elf song.
Then as y'all are making y'all's way out, cheers from Val and the others back at the table. But as y'all walk back out, getting back onto the docks and heading back into the city proper, making your way towards Basilisk Gate and the Elf Song Tavern, that, for tonight, is where we're going to end it. Good job, you guys. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed seeing y'all run about this time. For those that are listening in, I thank you as well for joining us, and I hope you come back to see what's gonna come is waiting for them back at the Elf Song Tavern. I wish y'all a good night and goodbye. Whoop.